preservation to the area from what is now Newport News to include Mulberry Island. The history, Mulberry Island. So,
You're talking this way and you're that side of you.
I'm talking about the left side of Newport News and Fort Eustis, because it's all tied together if you look at the history of the area. And the James River, 400 and some miles, and one of the most historic sites, in my opinion, and this will be a short lecture, in the United States, is when you come in the mouth of the James River, the first harbor you come to is Deep Creek. You got City Farm High Ground that's been used militarily since the 1600s. But the history, excluding the Native Americans who were here for thousands of years, and we have proof of it, begins about 1498, 516 years ago, when the Spanish were in here and mapped it. And I have a little summary, if you want it, that I'm working on of all the things that I've been able to identify through different references, internet and whatnot. But you would be amazed at the military activities, navies, pirates, rebellions, that have all taken place because of Deep Creek, fresh water, food availability, high ground, and protects the mouth of the Warwick River. And it's a very historic site. And when you put it all together, then it's not a bunch of old buildings and neighborhoods.
Okay. So if I can do something, an answer similar to what we did with Dawn's suggestion about including the waterway as a prominent feature, I think what we should do is ask staff that as they're going back through it to revisit some of that wording and make sure that it's inclusive of the area as a whole and not individual sites. And would that suffice?
Right. If we look at the history of the area from the Spanish on, and the Native Americans, you've got a dynamite, what I call, base of the historic triangle, because stuff was going on in the southern Newport News, James River, Riverview Farm Park, 100 years before Jamestown.
Correct.
And Williamsburg. See, Jamestown is always 1607, Williamsburg is 1776.
But we want to mention the stuff that was going on before.
Well, that's right.
Okay.
And there's many cultures, many events that just, I find a new one every day.
I think it's fair to ask staff to put some of that wording in there so that it's recognized, but to also recognize that this isn't the place for the history lesson.
No.
So if I may ask staff to go back and sort of, when you're talking about historical sites or areas, that you're really more inclusive of the area as a whole. And I think that will address your concern
The point is,
sufficiently.
if we address the area, you've got dynamite bait for tourists, education, and on and on and on,
I agree.
to fill a void that does not exist in the rest of the historic triangle.
Okay. Thank you very much. We are on